Alright, people, what the fuck is going on? We have here
Rohit.
Alright, so he's gonna show us the deck profile for.
So Android 18.
Tell us what he does, please.
The front side, you get to eat a token, and you take a life and draw a card, and pretty much you're just playing for this side, where her effect is you eat a token, and all your blue-green cards get their combo cost reduced by 1 in your battle area in your hand. So you can be really aggressive, or you can, use your combos for free arrival and things like that. And then when she swings, she draws a card.
That's really good. On the field scope, please.
So the field, you give them 2 tokens on the start of their main phase, and just so you can use your effects in your deck. When the first card you played has summoning sickness, so does your opponent. So the first card they played can't swing, so it just helps you. Makes them play a little awkwardly. And the second and the last auto is when you try to play a black card, it gets sent to the drop. So you still get the effects of it. So if you want to play like Tien or something like that, you can do it for the effect, but it won't stay on the board.
All right, now let's go to this beast.
Okay. So the Secret Vegeta, you can use it a lot of different ways, which is, the options are just what make it really good. So you can use it aggressively. So when you're ramping with this deck, you can combo a free blue-green card because of your leader effect, and then pay the full arrival cost. So you don't have to pay 6, or you don't have to combo extra cards to do it. So you can do that aggressively. Give it double strike, critical and triple attack, which is really insane, especially if you're ramping. And then you can use it defensively to remove any battle card they're attacking with that trying to all in with, and you ramp 2. Or you can just use it to just ramp 2 on anything, just so you can speed up your deck.
Yeah. How many times did you bring it up?
Pretty much every time I saw it. You just want to play it as soon as possible. This card, either effect is just really good, so you kind of want to play it as soon as possible. Even if you think they have a counterplay, you can kind of just force it out of them, and then you can just play the rest of your deck after that.
Perfect.
And then you're left with a 40k beater after it.
Yeah, that's insane. Hard.
18 is a searcher. You search top 5 for a blue-green android. You can search your ramp. You can search your cell. You can search the other 21s in the deck. And then the second auto is you can replace one of your dual color energy at the end of your turn. So you return it to your hand. So you can return the checkland 17 to your hand, and then charge a different dual color that you wanted. And then on your next turn, you can charge the 17 untapped again. So it's just the utility is really good, and you can return this to your hand if you accidentally charge it with your 16. This can be a target for the Krillin double strike in the deck. So when you combo with the Krillin, it gives any attacking Android 18 double strike. So if they're not expecting it, you can double strike with this card and then just combo your hand.
Kill them.
Yeah, you can kill them with this card too.
All right.
Yeah. So, the 16 is just a really good ramp card. You're not ramping to the big 21 in this deck, or the way I built it, but pretty much you're just trying to ramp so you can have more resources than your opponent, and then just play more things than them, or be able to play something and have an energy for counter plays.
Let's have thing again. Posted on the Best Coast Pairings app. Your table will be up here by the prize wall.
Okay, that's good.
Card 5 Vanguard players, your tables are by the prize wall. Your round 1 has been posted on the Best Coast Pairings app.
Sorry about that.
Please find your name and find your seats.
All right, we're good? Yeah, okay. So I guess Piccolo's next. Yeah. So Piccolo is a really good control card. Since you have access to Arrival in this deck, if they're trying to clear your board, you can Arrival a card to activate his bond, where you can KO anything that's 5 or less during battle, which is insane because you can just, if they commit resources too much to a 5-drop, you can just KO and draw a card. The value on this is really good. You can use it on both players' turns.
And these 2 cards work very well together because...
Right, because you can play this on turn 2 and then turn this on turn 3 because you're ramping, and you're not afraid to tap out because Zeno button's a card. I played 3 of it, and I don't main any negates because the card's just so powerful that you can afford to tap out for anything and you still be safe. But
right.
Yeah.
Now the 1 mana counter spell.
So absolute read spell, you get to 4. It only activates when you're 4 life. You can take a life to activate it. But this leader gets to 4 really quickly. You're taking your own life. They're attacking you. Those things. But you're pretty much using it to return any 3-drop or less to their hand instead of being played. So if they're trying to play a 1-drop or a 2-drop to get around your summoning sickness, you can just return to their hand, and then they have to play something else or makes them play more awkwardly, pretty much.
Yeah, this is a really great card in this deck because you're waking really fast.
Right, and if they're trying to counterplay your Secret Vegeta with Champa or something, you can just return to the hand and then Vegeta goes through.
Insane.
Or if they try to Topo negate you can return to their hand and they won't be able to get the Topo effect.
Insane, yeah. The Sensu Bean, really good card, staple.
Right. It seems like if you're playing blue, you kind of have to play this card. It's just it's so good offensively, defensively. There's just so many uses for it now, especially with Arrival. You can do so much with it. And
Yeah.
then
The super combo.
Just
a regular super combo
regular
and the pseudo super combo.
And the cell, which is 0-10k during your turn on your awakened side. You can use it to shotgun pretty hard. It'll give your leader double strike with a Krillin that's later in the deck. But it's a good defensive card. And this isn't really useful. Just more value.
UI Goku.
So this card is good just because you can ramp, and then you'll usually have excess mana to use it. I honestly didn't play it that much. It would probably be I think the only time I would say it was useful if I could get it off against the starter baby deck. If you wanted to ramp and then have enough energy to counterplay their big card, but usually they go pretty fast, so you kind of have to hopefully ramp and then a Zeno button, and hopefully you have enough time to play this card before they end up.
That's a problem deck for blue green decks is gonna be baby.
Right, and they can get around your summoning sickness really easy because they're free Mew and baby play. So it's a tough matchup for this deck right now. So it's still got to figure that out.
Yeah. No, the Vegeta.
Vegeta's a good card just for controlling the board, making sure they don't have anything. And for the goal of this deck is pretty much trying to get them to from 3 to 1 or 4 to 2, and then use the burn 21 card later, which helps control their hand, control their board, and it's just another 15k swing.
Yeah.
So it's just chip out on pressure.
All right. This is one of the best cards of the deck.
Yeah. This is so the Cell and the Krillin are pretty much the reason you play this leader. So you can this Krillin, when you combo with them, it kills a token during your turn, and then it gives any attacking 18 double strike. And then after the battle, you can pay 1 to bring it out as a blocker, and then you can reuse it again on the field as another double strike. And on your turn, it's a free combo from your hand, free combo from the field, and then you can eat another token if you want to give it another 18 double strike.
Yeah, it's just double strike and everything.
Right, and then with this leader, you can shotgun Cell like all the 10Ks in your hand, and to make you go really high on the Krillin.
And they just cannot defend that.
Right, and like I said before, the 1-drop can also be a double strike if they're not expecting it. But so pretty much you can. I stole a lot of games with this card, the 21 Bad Omen. So pretty much you when you're ramping, you want to charge this always, or you can keep it in your hand if you want to bait them that think you don't have it. But you can pay 4 to bring it from your energy, and you kill one of your energy, and then you pretty much crit them a life, and then or NKO battle card.
Yeah, that effect was quite relevant in our matchup. This is a really good card.
Right, I remember. Yeah, whenever I was swinging for double strike with the leader, if they're trying to go from 3 to 2, usually they can't out-combo it with your leader because you're comboing so high for free and you're not paying anything for it. And so pretty much a lot of games would go from 4 to 2, and if I was at 8 mana because of the ramp, I could pay 2 of those out for my energy and burn them.
And then just 2 life, yeah.
Right. I remember when we played, I was trying to do that to you, and you were like, "Can I read this card?" I had to see it, and you were like, "Oh, you're gonna burn me too if I take this." So that was really cool.
Yeah, it's a really good card. I'm really impressed by this card.
And there was I think it just works on this leader just because you have access to free combos and things like that. And I played my friend Daniel for the last game in Swiss yesterday, and he was playing Janemba, and he was at 3 life the last game, and I was just shotgunning my leader, and then he thought I was pretty much conceding. I think a couple of people around me was like, "What is he doing?" But then I was comboing double strike. He's like, "I'm at 3, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And I comboed it like 90 or 100 or something, and took the double, and I played that, and I won.
But you got your card too. Yeah, it's really good.
It's a card that people don't expect, and then when they see, they're like, "What are you doing?" And then they see it, like, "Oh, that's how." But it's kind of just a sneaky one. It just kind of works in this deck.
Yeah. Once you see the opponent shotgunning and you're not gonna be dead after that attack, you're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
something is gonna happen.
Once you see it coming, you'll just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna negate the leader," or "I'm gonna negate this one." Like you'll negate the 1-drop just because I don't want to get you can all these 10Ks become free, so you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, it's very good. Now this one.
So this one, I'm not really sure what to say about this one. It's really good if you keep it on the board. At the end of your opponent's turn, you give them 2 tokens, and then you activate main. You can kill a token to give any one of your cards 10k in crit, even your leader, or KO any battle card. But it's so easily counterplayed that it's kind of you don't want to commit 3 mana a lot of times if they have stuff open. But usually
if it sticks, it's insane.
Yeah, if it sticks, you can just get free value, and then you pressure them with crits, and your leader can be a double strike crit. It's just a lot of value in one card, and it's a searchable Android card as well.
Yeah. All right.
And this is the other token eater I have other than Krillin and the leader. So I don't play any of the freezes or cells that come out for free. That didn't really seem to do much for me. But this one, you can arrival on your opponent's turn to eat tokens. So if they're trying to all in with a token, you can arrival this, kill the 2 tokens that are trying to all in with, and they discard a card and it becomes a blocker.
Yeah, it's actually relevant.
Right. So and especially with Zeno button, you can just keep abusing arrival, and either if you want to, you can just do it on your turn too. Just have a 20k swinger, but it's a really good card to just stop all-ins from tokens, because this deck can definitely lose to aggro if you let them go through, especially with the minus the leader powers.
Yeah, that's insane. Now the new land?
The 17, it's just when you have a blue green energy, it comes in on tap, and with the 1-drop 18, you can return to your hand and keep using it over and over again. Sometimes you can actually just play it out for 2, and just if they combo with the card, it gets put at the bottom of their deck. So it's just a way to push for a game if they have a low hand size, especially when you're critting them and playing Vegetas, and you know, it's a good card both ways.
All right, and then Zeno button.
So Zeno button, but a card that everyone thought should have been banned, so it wasn't. So I put it at 3, and then now you don't have to. Now I don't run. I main deck negates because this card is just so powerful.
So insane, yeah.
I mean, I lost my top 16 game because the guy played 2 TNs and I couldn't untap anything. When I'm like, well,
yeah, you got me.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, you got me, man. But yeah, he was a really good player too. But we went to game 3. But the last game he played TN, and then I'm like, well, I can't.
I can't do anything.
And my hand is still with 10Ks in this deck. So
Yeah, that's, all right. So that's the main deck. Now let's go over the side deck. All right. So we have.
You got it.
Yeah. So.
Well, I guess we'll start with Dimension. I mean, it's a negate that I figured I would need against aggro. I sided it in against the yellow baby when I was playing Marcel Russell. Yeah. So you can negate his attack, but you can just swing so many times. It's kind of hard to just stop that deck. It's you got this deck right now doesn't have a really concrete answer for that deck unless you like ramp into the UI Goku and maybe that'll save you.
Yeah.
But even then, it's really tough because you're giving them tokens and they're making you a negative leader. So that's hard to deal with unless you have like this and like an arrival card at the same time. But it's with the Goku to kill the tokens too. But it's a tough matchup.
It's really tough matchup. Yeah.
This I sided in a lot actually. You swing, you make them discard a card. So against a lot of. Is he done? Okay. So I sided this against a lot of grindy matchup like Hatchek and I think like Frieza Prison and a couple other decks that would just want to go for a long game. You can give it crit and 10k with your 21 card. And then
that's really good.
So you swing with it, you give them 20k crit, and you have so many blue-green cards, you can activate the revive on this card and bring it back and just be really annoying with this card.
Yeah, it's obnoxious. So
yeah.
The amount of value that you can get out of this. Yeah.
Right. And I didn't think it would be that useful, but it was actually really good. And
okay.
This card is just another arrival card you can use to get rid of any threats on their turn or your turn, make them discard a card, but it puts it in their energy. So if they're all ending with a 5-drop, you can arrival this.
Yeah,
you can pretty much just blow out the game from there. But I guess it's a lot. That's what I kind of tried to make this deck do. Just you don't have negates, so if you make them waste resources on comboing, you can either just kill their card or just get around it that way.
Oh, that's pretty good. The fourth UI.
The fourth UI, just for any big decks, things like that.
Now this one.
So this actually was not useful at all in any of the games. I thought it would be good just because you're giving them tokens that are skillless battle cards.
Once again,
you can wipe cards from the board.
If you want to sign up now, registration is now open. Please make sure you have your DCI number, and you can come up and turn in your deck list as well. Once again, Transformers players, registration is now open.
Okay, so
you can come up and check in or register and turn in your deck list.
All right, we good? Okay. So this one is just you can warp anything that costs 4 or less. So you can't warp tokens, but that add up to 4. So you can warp pretty much any battle card. If you're trying to all in with a 4-drop or less, you can activate battle and use this. Zeno button works really well with this card. If you're tapped out, Zeno button, use this out in the battle. If they got full combo everything, then you just blow them out that way.
Okay.
And but like I said, I tried to side it in against an aggro deck. It didn't do anything because he just played a big card and I couldn't deal with it. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not sure when this will be useful, but it's probably there.
Okay,
yeah.
So it could be a better card instead of no.
So the big 21 that a lot of people are expecting. Oh, I mean, a lot of people are expecting when they're playing me. So because I'm still ramp.
On main, yeah.
I sided it. It was useful. Maybe actually no, it wasn't useful at all. I think maybe one game I played it against a mere 21 player because I didn't think it would be good, but like he did it against me and beat me game 1. So I was like, I'll try to do it. I'll do it to you then. And then pretty much I won with this card in the second game, and the third game I used the burn effects. But this one it seems like it should be good, but again by itself it's not too strong because if they know, I mean they're gonna see it coming because you're ramping. And then they're going to charge dual colors, and the effect isn't that powerful. Like it's really easily played around. I mean, it looks nice, but I mean, other than that,
it's really good against Hachiak.
Right? Yeah. Honestly, I don't really get to 8 energy against Hachiak because you can shotgun with their leader and burn them. I'd rather just burn them for 2 damage and play that for 8. I mean, it'll pretty much do that. But if they kill your ramp, they side in the Dende, Force Ejection, Massian.
Yeah, you have a different plan against Hachiak.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'll side it in, but if I get there, I get there. If not, then they're expecting this and not anything else. So
perfect. I see. I understand.
And I played against like 3 Hatchak yesterday in Swiss.
And you kill all of them.
Yeah, there was. I mean, they're defending their life, but they're
It's not effective when you are comboing for like 30, 40, 50.
right. And you're with the leader. Like I usually combo to 100, 120 because everything's free.
Everything is free.
And then you pay 8, burn them too. A lot of people won't defend. Like it's hard. They won't see negate the leader when you're at 4 life or something like that.
All right.
Or negate when you're at 3.
All right, thank you so much. Any
Yeah,
shout outs that you want to give?
Yeah, just shout out to all my friends who supported me. Thanks.
All right, thank you.